Like, I actually stiffened up in her hand. She said, oh, what's going on? And I was like, nothing. She's like, I take it as a compliment, don't worry. At this point, what am I going to do? I'm sitting at the table, you know, they got me all opened up, and she's doing her work, and they numb me, and we're just sitting there talking. So, hey, if you're talking to an attractive woman, you know, I was asking her why she was single and why she didn't have kids. We had a full conversation.
Mm-hmm. All this while getting
a vasectomy.
Absolutely.
That's how I know you are the man.
She said, you wouldn't believe I had this one dude in, he started crying. She said he jumped off the table as soon as I touched him. I hadn't even cut him yet. She said she touched his balls and he, no, I can't do it. And I was cool the whole time. Like, you know, she numbed me and then she touched a certain area before she cut and she said, can you feel this? And I could feel it and she gave me some more. Mm-hmm. And then it went numb. So I was good. You know, I knew what was going on, but like I said, me and her and the other lady were talking. We had a full conversation. I told her I went to college. She told me where she went to school, blah, blah, blah. It was very, shout out to Kaiser Permanente. Anybody wants to, because they have some good doctors out there.
What are their names, the nurses? The doctors, I'm sorry.
I don't remember her exact last name. I just know she was beautiful. She's on the second floor.
But it's a procedure that any guy can get.
Any guy can get. It's very simple. It's painless. This one guy asked me, and you know, we're truth be told, he was like, can you still ejaculate? And I was like, yes. Like, are you really that ignorant? Like, they don't just stop you from working. It specifically removes the sperm from that process. And it's very good, fellas. It's very easy. The recovery time is like a month. And I mean, it's not like you got to be bed rest. You just have to do light work. You can't lift heavy, you know, but you can still be functional. I had a full day after my surgery. You know, I probably shouldn't have, but you know, I'm a working dad, so we do what we got to do. But I went to work the next day. Everything. I was a little sore. I was walking like a cowboy, but.
And your health insurance covered the entire procedure.
$40.
There you go.
$40 copay.
This is good information to have out, Mr. Scott.
So I'm telling you, fellas, man. I got 2 kids. I love my kids, but I knew after 2, I was like, all right. I love y'all. I don't want to see myself on Truth Be Told. Like, I'm up to child 5, ladies and gentlemen. We need donations. You know, I don't want to get to that point. I would actually like to have a life and be able to support my children. So for me, 2 is enough. You know, now I know Lou has 5. Shout out to him. I'm not going down there. You know, because all Lou's kids have turned out wonderfully. But for me, in this day and age, and in this toilet economy, as I refer to it, absolutely not.
I am done after 1.
You don't want any more?
No.
Now you're doing Ebonics. Done after 1.
Something like old Jesse.
Don't you?
See, at first I was complimented, then the word old came after.
Old Jesse.
I don't even know who that is.
You know who Jesse Jackson
Oh, I can't stand him.
You know Jesse's like the rhyme when he said stuff.
Yeah.
I never paid attention to him. Anyway.
He is a martyr for the black community.
He's a piece of trash.
He's also had kids out of wedlock too, but we won't get into that.
We got so much information on Truth Be Told. We could really pretty much bring up anything and start a conversation / debate about it. Man, there's a lot going on. We're gonna keep the wheel spinning so we can get you guys as much information. Lou, I see you got your notes.
I have to say something about Donna Summer because she's one of my She's one of the vocalists that influenced me as a teenager. She just died less than a week ago at the age of 63 of cancer. Actually, lung cancer.
I apologize. Can you tell us who Donna Summer is?
Donna Summer is a 5-time Grammy Award winner.
Legendary.
She has also won an Oscar. They generally have described her as the queen of disco, which I have a problem with because I don't believe in putting people in a box.
Right.
She was much more than that to me. She had the ability to write music, first of all. She was a great producer. She was a writer. She did all kinds of music, whether it was gospel music, whether it was disco music, whether it was R&B. She could sing anything.
Yeah, she could do everything. Her voice is amazing.
In my estimation, all the people who fell out over Whitney Houston's death, that didn't impact me like this one did.
Right.
This one, she's probably the most underrated female vocalist of her time.
And there's a lot of those.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those.
And she was also the first artist to have 3 double albums reach #1 on the Billboard charts. She was her real name. Her stage name was Donna Summer. Her real name was LaDonna Andrea Gaines, and she was Boston born. And as I said before, she won an Oscar, I believe, for the song "Last Dance" in the movie "Thank God It's Friday." But anybody who knows my background and knows me from back in the day in high school, Donna Summer was and is still one of my favorite female singers. Her and Chaka Khan and Patti LaBelle are right up there.
Yeah, that's the list right there.
That's my trio right there. And, and that's why people were kind of they were kind of baffled by my response to Whitney Houston, because she didn't influence me in any way. And I was informing my daughter this morning that she wrote music. Okay, Whitney Houston didn't write anything. I remember somebody, when Whitney Houston passed on, saying, oh, she wrote such beautiful songs. And I was like, okay, don't get it twisted, stupid. Okay, she didn't write anything.
I never knew that.
Okay, she could barely write her name. I mean, no, I shouldn't go that far. But
you can, unfortunately. You
but she didn't write anything. Okay, she had the benefit of Clive Davis helping her, one of the greatest music impresarios of all time. So she always had the best music and the best songwriters working for her. Donna Summer was a self-contained artist. She came into the studio with her stuff arranged, produced, and written by herself, and then she went out and she belted it out like, to me, nobody else could back in the day. And even recently, she wonderful. So I have to say, happy graduation day, Donna, and I love you very much, and I miss you, and I can't wait to go to your concert once I
once you get up
once
there,
I go up north.
y'all shout out definitely all you younger people who don't know who's talking about. Check out Donna Summers. I'm only 30, but I love old music. I love 60s, 70s, 80s music. So I do my homework. I am a music head, so I know everything about Donna Summers. I watched her videos on YouTube. And also shout out Chuck Brown passed last week.
Yeah, Chuck Brown.
Mr. Go-Go himself, the innovator of Go-Go, doing the butt, all those songs that you hear, that was Chuck Brown. That whole Go-Go scene out in D.C. was Chuck Brown. And he passed as well last week.
Right.
And he's another big one for me.
And we lost Robin Gibb yesterday too. So Robin Gibb of the Bee Gees just passed.
Always comes in threes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What is go-go?
Go-Go is a style of music, and it's a way people dance. It's really, really specifically to DC, the DC area.
Right.
It's kind of their style of music. It has a very distinctive beat, and when you hear go-go, you know it's go-go. It's like almost like reggae or hip hop. When you hear it, you know
Right, a combination
It's a
of the
genre.
two.
It's a genre of music. And
he was one of the pioneers of
the
it.
pioneers. And most people know, the most popular go-go song is "Doing the Butt," which came out and it was on the School Days movie. And
Doing the butt.
I actually know that song.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, that was Chuck Brown.
I'm surprised that he knows the song.
Chuck Brown orchestrated all of that. So yeah, we lost him last week. And I know a lot of people who are huge Chuck Brown fans. And anybody that does go-go, you've been influenced by Chuck Brown.
Yeah, you shook your butt. You know about Chuck Brown.
Yeah, so we've lost a lot of great musicians in the past 5 years.
Yeah, you don't even have to go into Robin Gibb. Robin Gibb is, anybody who knows it, who's listened to any kind of music over the last 40, 50 years knows the Bee Gees. So I know my wife, who is a huge Bee Gees fan, was and is still very, very upset over how he passed. I feel horrible for Barry Gibb. He's lost both of his, all three of his younger brothers. He's the oldest, and their mother is still alive.
Wow.
She's also a sister is also still alive, and it's just it's terrible. One of my favorite quotes that I stole from a customer at work was, "The only good thing about growing old is you get to say that you didn't die young," and that's pretty much how it is. Because growing old sucks. Nobody don't even get it twisted, people. And frankly, you can only hope to grow old. The alternative is dying before your time. So, hopefully everyone in the audience will get to experience it.
Yeah, good times. Good times.
Sound effects cue.
Yeah. Truth be told, baby, we feeling it today. We got a lot of information, a lot of topics. There's a lot going on in entertainment too, man. The longtime hip hop running show 106 in Park is getting new hosts, which I am very proud of.
Hallelujah, holla back.
Now I like Terrence and Roxy.
I don't.
In different settings. I've never liked them as the host of 106 in Park.
But Roxy's hot.
I don't even think she's that hot.
I don't think she's that hot.
She's cute.
I see how she just got reduced from hot to cute real quick.
She was hot, then now she's cute.
Yeah.
She's hot.
Of course.
What are we talking about here?
It is the most popular urban music show on BET. It's their long-standing show where they premiere the up-and-coming music.
But it's not. To be honest, man, I'm 20 years old. I don't watch 106 in Park mainly because it's not a show. I think
it's not geared for
the adult audience.
It's geared for teenagers.
It's not even geared for teenagers. It's geared for little children, in my opinion.
15-year-old girls.
Well, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm looking at what they're doing. I'm looking at the music that's on here. I don't want to hear little twists. I don't want to hear.
You don't want to hear mindless behavior.
I don't want to hear the new mindless behavior. Yeah, the new boy band. Okay, all right. They should have a show for these kids. But then they took away Rap City.
They took away Rap City.
All right, they took away AJ and Free. I loved AJ.
AJ and Free was the best.
They were the best hosts.
They didn't want to pay him.
They didn't want to pay him.
Why you got a problem paying everybody?
Now, didn't Disney take over
this? MTV.
I'm sorry, MTV. MTV took over.
Bob Johnson sold out. Yeah, Bob, you sold out. So BET to MTV, so it'll always be the second rate now.
Right. Oh yeah.
Because for a while BET and MTV were in competition.
Right.
And Bob was like, here, you can have this.
Mm-hmm.
Like now, BET is woefully. It's unwatchable.
No,
it's unwatchable.
I mean, remember Comic View, Miss Laura?
Those are like late night comic. I love watching that. Like I just watched it just because you get to see the new black comics come out.
What about my boy Donnie Simpson? He had it. Donnie Simpson was the man for a long time. I could tell when the programming changed, and it really bothered me. And speaking on BET, they also just got rid of their two top stars on their biggest show, The Game. Mm-hmm. This would be the last season for Derwin and I forgot her name, but Tia Mowry.
I don't watch The Game. I don't care about The Game.
It's a decent show.
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's a decent show. And for it to be there, my thing is it's their top rated show. It's the biggest show they have on BET. And you're going to get rid of your lead character because you don't want to pay them what you told them they're going to pay them. See, I know people in the industry, and BET has a way of promising people raises. Mm-hmm. And then when that time comes around, it's like, you know what? We changed our mind.
Right.
And that's why you lose so much of your program. That's why you lost AJ and Free. That's why you're losing, because the game is going to be totally different now. Those two characters were the main characters of the show. They had the most popular relationship. You wanted to watch them.
I thought that was the reason the show. I thought those are the people you were supposed to watch. I thought, like, whenever I saw the show, I'm not saying I'm a fan or anything, but I've seen a couple episodes.
Yeah.
Those are the two main people that's a storyline you follow.
Absolutely.
All right, and now you're gonna take those people out.
It's their last season.
Hey, BET. Shout out to all to the channels who actually put on good television programs. All right, BET. You're failing me. You're killing me. You're killing me.
Absolutely. And actually, the replacements for Terrence and Roxy are two of my Detroit own. They come from WJLB in Detroit, the popular radio station. Mm-hmm. And I forget the girl's name. It's like Miss Classy or Miss Sassy. She's a beautiful black lady, but I haven't heard her speak, so I don't know how she'll host, but she's beautiful. And the other guy they say he's in the know when it comes to rap. He's almost like another Big Ticket. They were comparing him to Big Ticket, so it'll be interesting to see how they work out. All I know is they're from Detroit and they did Detroit radio. I've heard them on the radio. They're very good on the radio, but we have to see how it translates to 106 in Park. So,
to be honest, I'm not gonna be watching.
Well, I gotta watch just to keep my.
Wolf won't be watching.
Wolf is sitting here wide-eyed.
Perplexed.
You know what? I just said I'll let you guys know what? This is the wolf.
You lost him at 106 in Park.
Right.
He looked